Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Priya Venkatraman from Pon Vidyashram School. Let us have a small recap of our previous session. We are discussing the chapter that is conservation of plants and animals, and we have discussed about few terms. Okay, the first one, species. A species refers to a group of organisms, maybe plants or animals, that have common characteristics and can interbreed among themselves. Okay, for example, human beings. Then we have discussed about the ecosystem. An ecosystem is made of all the plants, animals, and microorganisms in an area along with the non-living components such as soil, water, air, sunlight, etc. Then the third one, habitat. The natural environment of a plant or animal species where it lives and reproduces is called its habitat. Okay, and we have discussed one more term, that is biodiversity. The diverse variety of plants, animals, along with microorganisms living in a particular region is known as biodiversity. You all know about dinosaurs. You would have seen in pictures or in TV channels. Okay, in olden days, long ago, they survived, but nowadays they do not survive. Nowadays they extinct. Okay, so what will happen when a group of particular plants or animals when they destroy? What will happen? The most serious aspect of the loss of biodiversity is the extinction of species. Extinction is defined as the worldwide death and disappearance of a specific organism or group of organisms. All the organisms interdependent each other. We know very well. Okay, what will happen if there is any loss of biodiversity? For example, consider this situation. There are variety of plants, variety of animals, and even microorganisms are there. If all the plants get destroyed, okay, consider this situation. Okay, assume if all the plants get destroyed, what will happen? The animals which depend on plants also get affected. So the whole ecosystem will get disturbed. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss in this chapter, that is causes of loss of biodiversity. Okay, biodiversity, it includes even the microorganisms, even animals and plants, even the forest, everything. Okay, if anything is lost, what will happen? What are the causes? Okay, what are the causes for this loss? That is what we are going to discuss in this chapter. The first one, deforestation. Deforestation is one of the cause of loss of biodiversity. Then the second one, illegal hunting, then pollution, then exotic species, then natural disasters. These are some causes of loss of biodiversity. Let me start from deforestation. Listen, clearing of forest and using the land for other purposes such as cultivation, building houses and factories, or using wood for fuel or furniture. Okay, this is known as deforestation. A major threat to the survival of organism is deforestation. All of these are man-made causes of deforestation. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fire. Okay, then the next, this is the one of the cause of loss of biodiversity. Then consequences of deforestation. You know that forests play an important role in maintaining the oxygen supply and providing fresh air to breathe. Yesterday also we have discussed, that is, we have discussed in our first chapter, first module. They maintain a balance of gases and nutrients in nature by various biochemical cycles. Bind soil, intercept heavy rainfall and recharge groundwater, everything. They also regulate temperature and atmospheric humidity and prevent soil erosion and degradation of the physical environment. Above all, they provide a habitat of n number of plants and animals. Cutting off these forests may have serious consequences. Yesterday we have discussed about the importance of forest, or what are the benefits we are getting from the forest. Okay, that is what we have discussed in our first module. Okay, if the forests get destroyed due to some factor or due to some human activities, what will happen? Okay, deforestation has caused a serious imbalance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. You know very well, during the process photosynthesis, carbon dioxide will be taken by the plants and trees, and oxygen will be liberated. This oxygen will be utilized by the human beings for their survival. We know very well. So there is always some balance with the help of the trees, okay, with the help of the process photosynthesis. So if the forest get destroyed, what will happen? There will be some imbalance in the atmosphere. Okay, as deforestation decreases the number of trees, the levels of carbon dioxide in the forest increases. What will happen if there is an increasing level of carbon dioxide? If there is an increase in the level of carbon dioxide, what will happen? Listen, global warming. It results in global warming. We have discussed in our previous chapter also. This leads to global warming as carbon dioxide traps the heat of the sun's rays. The increase in temperature of the earth disturbs the water cycle. This may reduce the rainfall, resulting dry lands. Okay. Then the third one, deforestation results in soil erosion and degradation of land. Loose soil particles get transported with surface runoff. What do you mean by surface runoff? When the rainwater flows into the water body or flowing on the ground and finally they mix with water body is known as the surface runoff. This leads to the removal of top fertile soil and exposure of the hard and rocky layer of soil. Gradually, with the loss of fertility, high wind velocity, low rainfall, and extremes of temperatures, the fertile land converts into desert. This is called desertification. This is called known as desertification. Let me explain once again. Listen, with the loss of fertility, high wind velocity, low rainfall, and extremes of temperature, the fertile land converts into desert. The normal fertile land gradually will be converted into desert. This is known as desertification. Deforestation will cause shortage of forest products. What are the products we obtain from the forest? Firewood, timber, honey, and even food item. Many medicinal plants are available in the forest. There will be some shortage of forest products, right? Then the next one, deforestation causes decrease in rainfall and also reduces the water holding capacity of the soil and movement of water from the soil surface into the ground. This decreases the groundwater level. Deforestation leads to the extinction of many wild animals and plants. I want to share one more information with you. Listen, panda, you know very well about panda. You would have seen in the pictures and even in the TV channels. Panda is an endangered species now because it survives only on bamboo shoots. In the past few decades, more than half of bamboo forests, which are the natural habitat of the panda, have been cleared for farming and in the name of development. As a result, only a few giant pandas are left in their natural surroundings. So, these are some causes of loss of biodiversity. The first one, deforestation. Then the second one, destruction of natural habitat. Habitat destruction inevitably results from the expansion of human population and activities. We know very well. We we construct buildings, even dams, road, everything. For the construction, what we are doing, we used to destroy the forest, and all the forest places or near the forest places will be converted into industrial area. Okay, this also result this also result in the destruction of natural habitat. Okay, these activities such as mining, fishing, cattle, dam construction, cattle ranching, and forestry and agricultural are largely industrial and commercial. When people cut down trees, burn a forest, or plow a grassland, the natural habitat is destroyed. This leads to kill many plants and animals. Okay, killing of many plants and animals, causing the loss of biodiversity. So these are also some causes. Destruction of natural habitat. Then the next one, habitat fragmentation. Fragment means you can say segments or partitions, anything. It is the process by which a large continuous area of habitat is reduced in size by dividing into many fragments. For example, a patch of forest is surrounded by croplands, urban areas, and roads. This results in the disappearance of species due to changes in climate and their habitat. This is also one of the major reasons. And next point is habitat degradation and pollution. First, let me start with habitat degradation. The physical degradation of forest by natural or man-made fire can lead to a great loss of flora and fauna. Forest fire causes loss in biodiversity, that we know very well. Then the next one, pollution. Pollution of soil, air, and water adversely affect many plants and animals. Pesticides and other harmful chemicals accumulating in water bodies like ponds and lakes, okay, kill the aquatic animals. One more important thing, oil spill, because petroleum is obtained from the ocean or from the sea. So chances are there for oil spillage. So oil spill is also a great threat to marine organisms, even for plants and animals. Okay. Then the environmental pollution caused by the use of pesticides and chemicals, dumping of waste, and emissions from factories and automobiles affects the living population. For example, the leaching of nutrients and chemical fertilizers into water bodies result in eutrophication. I think you remember the term eutrophication. Last year we have learnt about WWTP, that is wastewater treatment plant. Okay, all the wastewater, and after several processes that will be discharged into the water body. So it contains some nutrients. Even the waste also contains some nutrients. Because of the presence of these nutrients, some plants will be started to grow in the water bodies automatically due to the excessive amount of nutrients present in the water. This process is known as eutrophication, and we have discussed about the disadvantages of eutrophication also. Do you remember that? Yes, this causes depletion of oxygen in water and reduces species diversity drastically. So this also comes under the category of pollution. Then the next one is exotic species. What do you mean by exotic species? For example, animals and plants that do not belong to a place originally and are introduced from elsewhere are called exotic. The introduction of exotic species has affected many native species of plants and animals, depriving them of space, food, etc. Listen, water hyacinth. Okay, look at this picture. This is known as water hyacinth, and eucalyptus are examples of exotic species. Water hyacinth grows very fast and covers the whole water body like ponds and lakes. This exotic variety is threatening the survival of many native aquatic plants of India. This is also one of the reason. And the next one is illegal hunting. This is also a cause of loss of biodiversity. Listen, tigers, elephants, leopards, rhinoceros, whales, seals, and many other animals are under threat because they are hunted for their skin, fur, tusk, claws, and even for meat and other body parts. Hunting of animal is illegal. The illegal hunting of wild animals for commercial uses is called poaching. Okay, the cheetah, you would have seen in the pictures cheetah in Indian forest and dodo. Look at this picture, this is dodo, a unique bird in Mauritius. Okay, have become extinct due to excessive hunting. Clear? This is also one of the major reason. Listen, but there is a small difference between the word hunting and poaching. Listen, hunting is the legal and regulated practice of pursuing animals for food, recreation, or trade. Okay, while poaching is the illegal killing, trapping, or capturing of animals. Both hunting and poaching are the main reasons for the exploitation and extinction of many plants and animals. So, we have discussed a few causes of loss of biodiversity. Clear? Then